Okay, so you've got some data in your database and now you want to publish it. In catBase, we do that using publishing projects. So go to the publishing menu, expand the publishing projects topic on the left, and I'll create a new publishing project. For this demonstration, I'm going to produce 2 publications in one go. I'm going to do an illustrated catalogue and also a simple price list. So let's start by giving this project a name. So I'll call it price list and catalogue. And I can put in a description here. It's not going to be used anywhere, it's just for your own reference. So we'll say produce 2 things in one go. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is tell catBase exactly what we want to publish. Now we've got an area here called project steps. So each step within a project is used for publishing one thing, or creating one publication, if you like. Now, a lot of projects will only have one step in them. In this case, we're going to have 2 steps, one for the price list and one for the catalogue. So let's create our first step. We'll do that by clicking on this button here, add a new step. And the first one I'm going to do is the catalogue. Give it a name. Again, I can put in a description if I want to. I'm not going to bother at this time. So now the next thing catBase needs to know is how is this step managed. Usually you'll create a set of records to publish, but it can also be done by creating a script, which we can set up a script for you, which will make a special selection of records. Let's keep it simple for now. We're going to use a set of records. So I'm going to create a new set, and I'm going to call this all products for catalogue. And in this set we're going to have all the records in the products table, except any that are marked for deletion or marked as inactive. They won't be included. Now you can make different selections in your sets, and there's a separate tutorial on managing sets which you might want to look at. So let's save that. Now the third thing is a publishing style. Now the publishing style is what tells catBase how you want the data published, how you want it sorted, organized, formatted, and all that. So let's make a quick, simple new publishing style. There we go. Let's make that window bigger. So I'm going to call this simple catalogue. And first thing I'm going to do is go to preferences and choose the sort order. So they're going to be sorted by product name. Now I'll add a paragraph to this. There we go. And the first paragraph is going to be the product name. It's going to be published using this style sheet called product name. And in that paragraph there's going to be one element, which is the field product name. We'll save that. And then the next paragraph I'm going to have in my simple catalogue is going to be the description. Choose the style sheet description. And again, in that paragraph, there's just going to be one element, which will be the field. Yep, you guessed it, description. Now there's a separate tutorial, a demo on creating publishing styles, which you'll probably want to look at. Okay, so we'll just save that publishing style. Now this window stays open in case you want to come back and make some changes to the publishing style sheet, but for now I'm just going to close it because I'm happy with what we've got. And then back in our project we can see that now we've got the set, all products for catalogue, selected, and our simple catalogue publishing style is selected with the default publishing destination in design. Now the next section is the file creation section, and this is all about where catBase is going to save the file when it publishes the data. If you just leave this the way it is with the defaults, it's going to create a file in the data exports folder on your desktop, and if that folder doesn't already exist, then catBase will create it. And finally I'm going to choose replace existing file, so that each time catBase creates this file it's going to replace an older version of the same file. And we'll save that. So now we're going to create the next step. So click again on Add a New Step, and this is the price list one. So again, I'm going to create a new set, and this is going to be all variants this time. Now, variants are the parts, if you like, that belong to each product. So the price list is based on the variants table rather than the products table, because that's where the prices are. Each variant, or each part, or each product type, if you like, has its own price. So we'll include all of those and save that. Now let's make a new publishing style for those variants. So I'm going to call this price list. I'm going to first of all select the sort order. Okay, now the sort order that's already available here is not what I want. I want them sorted by part number. So I'm going to create a new sort order, and let's choose part number. Okay, we don't have part number, but we do have something like, maybe it's variant name. Okay, there we go. So let's sort them by variant name. Let's save that sort, call it variant name. Okay, right, so they're going to be sorted alphabetically by the variant name. So in this publishing style, we're just going to have one line of information for each variant, which is just going to have the variant name followed by a tab character and then the price. So let's create a new paragraph, and I'll call this variant info. Let's choose a style sheet. Let's call it price info. Okay. And in this paragraph, we will have one element, which will be the field variant name, like that. The next one will be a tab character, so we choose the element type, punctuation, choose tab, and then finally we're going to have the price. So we'll add another element, choose the field price each, and we want to make sure this price is formatted the way we want it. So I'll go to preferences and I'll click on the number format button, and I will say, okay, I want this with a pound sign and decimal places like a number, and like a price. Okay. Now, if I wanted dollars, I could just choose this option here and insert text before the number. I put in a dollar sign. In fact, I'm going to leave it like that. I've got two decimal places. We don't need to worry about the rest of these options. Actually, I'm going to choose include commas, and that will put commas for the thousands. Okay, and we'll save that. So let's save this publishing style and close that window. And we're back to our step where we've got all variants selected and the publishing style price list. Again, I'm going to choose replace existing file and save this. So now we've got our two steps. First, the catalogue, which is going to produce a catalogue based on the products table, and then the price list, which is going to create a separate file with all the variants listed with each of their prices. You can add as many steps as you want to your publishing project, and each one will create a separate file. So let's say, for example, you've got a very complex catalogue that has 15 different sections in it, and each section being maybe a different main category. Then you could create 15 steps, and that would in one go create the 15 files, which you then place in your InDesign or whatever layout you're using. So let's see how it all works. I'll just click on the Publish Now button, and catBase has produced the two files. The first one has 14 records, which is the 14 products, and then the second file has the 24 records, which is the 24 variants that make up the price list. Now I'm using InDesign to publish this data, so let's switch to our InDesign template, and here's the Sweet Tooth Fairy template. So let's start with the first set of data, which is the product listings. So I'll go to File and Place. Now here in my Data Exports folder, which is on my desktop, are the two files we've just created from catBase. So let's start with the catalogue. And there we can see we've got the information we wanted. We've got the product names formatted with the style sheet called product name, followed by each one's description. And they're sorted alphabetically, just like we told it to. So now let's import the price list. I'm just going to insert a page break here. Go to the top of the next page and import the price list. So again, place, price list, and there we go. Those are our variants, sorted by variant name, and each one with its price formatted with a $sign, like we instructed it to. So there you have it. That's an introduction to setting up publishing projects in catBase to publish your data. Of course, you can have any number of publishing projects and any different number of publishing style sheets so that your same data can be published in all kinds of different ways. And please see our other demos and tutorials for more detailed information about any part of this process.